This looks like a good place to start the video. I kind of like her. She's not a skittish bitch. Her, on the other hand, look at her open this gate. She's out. I walk in here. Actually, I heard it before I got to in the barn. Water running, like as in a hose wide open. Not that one, so I did not forget to shut that one off. Otherwise, this would be soaked. And near as I can tell, it's this skittish bitch here that played with the hoses when they were unhooked out here. Stomped them in the frickin' muck. Oh, and let me see. She played with that one, turned it on. That hose is pointed down there. Hence there. Hence, yeah. Didn't want to hook that hot wire back up, but it's no big deal to do it. Handle right there hooks to the wire. It's just a matter of if it's not screwed up. I'm going to look. It was good. Bottom one was a little stretched, so I tightened it up, hooked it up. Doesn't mean she's going to get herself zapped when she plays with that faucet. But if she does, she won't do it again. And interestingly enough, she turned that on so she could flood the other lot. They pull that hose out of this trough every single day and every single night. It's in there. I didn't touch it. That way they can have water. They just want to flood everybody else out. Well, I should say she wants to flood everybody else out. Because 231K, she's an innocent girl. I shouldn't say that. I have no idea which one did it, but my money's on that far one. Oh, well. Hey, good hump day morning. Oh, good morning, Sapphire. And company. And no, I haven't even had a chance to make my rounds this morning. Go up and around and start feeding at the other end after I see everything that I can see. Why am I filming this? Because I'm here. Maybe knock some manure off my feet after walking through there before I walk the plank. Well, he was eating till he had to see what he heard behind him. And she just demanded she get fed, so I probably better do that. Oh, Ruby. He likes to spend a lot of time right down there, where you can see there's a little bed there. But hey, like I said, yesterday, day before, whenever it was, usually the cows, when they're in here, do a good job of blocking any wind. And 33 degrees. Yeah, they can freeze to death at that, but if they're dry and warm, they won't. Huh. Oh, she's not gonna let me do it. I almost see him eating. I can't get down that close to the ground without laying down. Look what I found.
Say hi to Pippa.
Say hi. Oh. Goofy butt.
You ready?
And no, you didn't see the TV on. You don't hear it either.
Say hi. Yeah.
Little silly butt's been a little grumpy this morning.
Oh, you want to show your book?
Oh yeah, she's got a fancy book.
Open it. You press it.
I gotta put the camera above my head to see this. And yeah, they've been. Well, don't throw it at the dog. They've been little grump butts too.
Come here. Baby. Baby, come here.
Yelling at Balin and Bandit because they're the two big grumpy butts.
Come here. Now ask it again.
Okay, well, there's your shot at her for now anyway. Be nice to him.
Blakely Anderson's gonna be a little butt and just make it.
And she's got to pick on the other. Becky's in the other room coughing, so she's after her, making sure she's all right.
Hey.
There he is in his favorite spot. And he's got enough of a hump of straw behind him, and if the wind does blow, it protects him there too. When calves are in here, they like right there, or just below that post, or right below the water trough, or in that corner where you can't see. Some choose along the feeder, which isn't the best. Anyway, I'm up here. Ouch! Hitting my head on the rafters. Because I know it's not the lightest. That's one of those pieces I made last night. That's a different strap. And that's the other one I made last night. And I am hoping that that's going to work out better than the hay hooks did. Because they're down in there quite a ways. This one I was just wiggled in, wasn't too bad. I'm kind of hoping it's really going to stay there. This one, especially where this is a damp bale, so that's tough to go in anyway. I had a hard time getting it in. So the next step is cut the twine. And I got a feeling I'm going to be hitting my head for a while because it's been a day, but not for me. Well, it affects me. One of Mory's drivers, Bobby, he was, I think it was along the scales on 26. So he was like within 4 miles of getting up to work to get his dump truck to go to work. Transmission went out in his pickup. A lot of people have AAA. AAA can be a wonderful thing. AAA, I mean, maybe it's just the tow company that showed up. I have no idea, because around here there's no specific AAA trucks. It's companies that do the work for them. Whoever's on their way, or maybe they're already there, would not take it to where he wanted without him going with them. Interesting. And it sounded like they didn't want to take it to where he wanted them to take it anyway. Now, being it's transmission, and being where Bobby used to live, and being where his truck died, it's only about a 4-mile trip to one of the best transmission shops in the county. Happens to be in Banks, which is where we deal with, and Mory deals with, and, you know, Bobby should deal with them also. Anyway, so that means that Bobby couldn't make it to work, and I think there was something about Bobby has a dentist appointment this afternoon. Well, I mean, he's stuck on this side of the hill instead of where he lives. Of course, his appointment's on this side too, I'm sure. So he's got to borrow the toaster from Mory to go to his dentist appointment. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. When it rains, it pours, I guess. That's not an easy one to pull because of the dampness. Anyway, and because Mory's dad had to go rescue Bobby, Tylen has to take Mory in to visit the surgeon this morning. They're kind of flaky by the sounds of it. Took forever for Mory to get a hold of him yesterday. Becky even made a phone call. Ty was looking up on stuff. Of course, that's the end, the wet end. Ty was looking stuff up on Google, and apparently the reviews are all... He's an excellent surgeon. But getting back to you, sorry, flipping you around, I gotta have both hands, is an issue. And listening to the patients is an issue. I mean, they got 5-star rating. But we'll find out. Tylen might be in jail this afternoon. I think his appointment's 10:30. Or no, it's at 11, but he's got to be there at 10:30. So, yeah. Ty says she can be back afterwards. Somebody's got to come out and pick Blakely up. So, anyway. Yeah, it's loose. It's holding. The real test will be the next time we got to feed. Again, I'm a bad YouTuber. I tried to get video of Blakely over there loving on the calf, but then the calf got up and yeah, it didn't happen. I come over and put water in here. Blakely came over to see her, but the puppies came with her and she's not sure about the pups. She's the nicer of these two. That one out there's the... Anyway, while I was filling the water, I looked up at the whiteboard here. And yeah, the discolored, that's from using whiteboard paint to paint on a whiteboard to fix the bad spots in it. But when we look at this, it's an old board. John G, once in a while you see him in the comment section. He doodled that one and that one when he was working for us. But I was checking, you know, this is in these sick ones over here. 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23. That's the only one for 24. Of course, there's no corresponding animal number to go with it. Not sure what the Y and the O was for. Did I write it? I don't know. Did Ty write it? I don't know. One of us did. So obviously something had a temp over here. And I hear a beeper for a puppy. Ah, there's where they're at now. Getting a bird's eye view. Well, I decided what the heck. May as well try it. It works. I ran it on that. It's kind of a bitch starting, but once you get cut through the top and get down a little, it goes pretty smoothly till you get to the bottom, you know, again, where you're cutting a lot more area. And yeah, it's a little smaller. It's only 1 5/8 inches. But it will work, one way or the other. It's what I got that's long enough. I don't really feel like going and buying more. And it's much heavier wall than what that is. Not sure what Dad had that for. There's another piece up there. At one time he bought a bunch of 2-inch and built some gates. That's what's in there by it's 2-year-old's pin, where they can go in and out by the lockups. And back then he cheated, stuck the end in a vise and squished it down, and so he welded the uprights. Those gates have been there a hell of a long time. They've been there a good 40 years or longer. But I know that hasn't been there up on the shelf. Well, maybe it has been there that long. But it's smaller, because I know that down there is 2-inch. But that's the right size for the radius to fit here. Now I just got to figure out where I want to cut it at the other end. And then of course there's make sure it's actually clocked right. If it's off a little bit, it's not going to be the end of the world. The fun part is going to be getting this one off without making a big mess. So, and it's about lunchtime. Mory's trip to the surgeon went well. Surgeon says, I think you're good. Just one mention about the way the nail's back on. It might, I think, grow up or something at a later date. Other than that, the surgeon says, yeah, there's nothing I can do for you, so you're good to go. Just, go see your primary later and get the stitches out. Anyway, notcher works. This end is now done. There is, however, an inherent problem, and I wondered about it. That's not deep enough. So, that's all the farther it would cut till it bottomed out on that. So I just bent it down so that the short piece would go up inside the hole saw and let it finish cutting. So now we know. And by the way, there's your wall thickness. Give you a little better idea. My thumbnail is as thick as the tubing the gate's actually made of to begin with. So, I got that part done. You're going to walk over with me while I set this down. And that's where it's going to go for right now. Worth the money for it? I'm going to say yes. I mean, I could have done that with the cutoff. By the time I got both ends of it down, I'd be half done with the other end, getting it somewhat close to actually fit right. Now I still got to get that other one off. That does not thrill me, by the way. Bright spot up there in the sky today. Actually warmed up, 48 degrees. But it is this time of day. So, I never made it back in the shop. Had lunch, then Ty got back. Got playing around with Blakely. Just, yeah. Well, that's as far as I got. Who do you think's going to be first in the barn tonight? Here you go, sweetheart. No idea what the idiots are barking at. Because I see nothing from here. They're walking to the door for the house. Who knows? Anyway, I'm slacking here. I want to be checking butts. I think I got it this morning. I don't remember. One of them in the 2-year-olds that's got had a hell of a string of mucus this morning, but might have been last night. I don't remember. But you can't see the number from the back. Hi, Minnie Moo. I'll get out of your way. I just got to get these girls out of my way. That's the one new one, the goat udder one. Boomer, I'm going to bump you with the gate. Yeah, that's why I didn't go through the gate yet. That'd be kind of like Mory's thumb in a tailgate. I don't know if I caught that on the camera or not, but they had that thing flipped up in the air and almost clear out here, and somehow it made its way back in. And no, I haven't gotten any more yet. Need to go fighting over it. We're gonna cut them down on that anyway. If they don't have any for a while, they tend to eat till they catch up on it. But see what tomorrow brings. Get a hold of them, see if they got any. And I hooked the water up the other end of the barn. Find out in the morning if that's a mistake or not. Hopefully it's not. But anyway, I got that tube ready to go. I just got to get the old one off of that gate. I might go in and do that when I'm done feeding. I don't know. Just one of those things. I don't feel like doing it, but I got to do it. What I am going to do is get these guys fed. I probably should see about getting an extension to put on his float, since it's ½ inch from the top. I got to cut a couple of pieces so I can make the other design I'm going to do for those mounts. And Becky said the other two or three floats I had her order. Maybe 3. They are supposed to be here between 4 and 8 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, if it's 4 o'clock, I may or may not be up. If it's 8 o'clock, well, if I'm not up long before that, I'm sicker than sick. Somebody else is doing my job. Anyway, that's enough of me, Gavin. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had a good hump day. Hope everybody has a great Thursday.